anyone else get like more confidence in the bike as soon as it gets lighter? I mean, it's marginally, to be fair, actually it is quite warm. I've got a hoodie on. I've got an old riding hoodie, right, that I just don't wear because I don't like just a riding hoodie on its own. Unsecured toggles and a hood, no, does not make for a good experience, and smashed in the face. But I've removed all the armour out of it, so it's just a really thick hoodie. And I've got that underneath my jacket, and it's so comfortable and toasty. Marginally too toasty, because it's quite warm right now. But I've already noticed like a massive increase in my confidence when I'm like swinging the bike around like corners and bends and stuff. Bends and corners there. I think they're the same thing, aren't they? They're the same thing. In essence, a bend is a corner. We haven't met yet. Doggy, doggy. I have to keep reminding myself that it's not actually spring yet, so like the conditions aren't exactly amazeballs just yet. I mean, obviously they're better than they were, but it's still got a long way to go. Chilling out. He's chilling out. I'm hoping my back's going to be alright this weekend. Stuff to do. I need to buy a new ratchet. I'll go buy a new ratchet tomorrow or something. Or probably just order it online because I'm lazy as fuck. Someone's pulling out. He just shit himself. Don't know why he did that. What's this gap? Get this gap sorted out, mate. Gets progressively narrower, or it's just perspective. Let's find out. It's gone green. It's gone green. It's gone green. Yeah, I'm capable of some foresight. That gap, right, that they're leaving there, it's just begging. I'm just staring at it thinking, I can get through that. I can fit through that gap. They haven't moved. It's been a steady gap. It's perfect gap, that is. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Everyone's doing my trick. I mean, that guy's just turning a different way down the road. What I'm not going to do is put myself into a bad situation like I normally do when I try and skirt down that little slip road that is incredibly short. See, it's already done. You're already done. Get one bunch of cars trying to like refuse to let anyone pull in, and you're not knackered because you're a bike, so you just sort of drop a gear and shoot in front. Well, it's close. I've got my camera in the bloody pocket, my bottom pocket. And normally I have it in my boob pocket. Put it in the bottom one because I forgot, essentially. No, actually, do you know what? That'll be good to find out, because normally I put it in my boob pocket because in the bottom pocket it's too close to the exhaust and it messes up the audio. But since I plugged the holes with my butt plugs, it might be better now. Ooh! I also think I forgot to switch it on this morning. Did I switch it on this afternoon? Oh, so many questions. You ask too many questions. Mind. You look at it. Is my kingdom come? Oh, do you know what? I need to stop doom scrolling. I get songs stuck in my head. It gets to the point where as soon as I hear the first note, I just instantly. It could be the best short in the world, but I refuse because I'm sick of the damn song. I mean, a little part of me goes, "You haven't played with me for a while." No, a little. Oh, I'm an idiot. A little part of me goes, "Oh, I should make a short and use that music since everyone's doing it, and therefore it'll go viral." And then I think, "Oh, do you know what? I wouldn't be able to be in the same room as myself if I did." It's hard enough as it is. New shoes. It's the shoes. I also forgot my top box keys this morning, which also contains the key for my disc lock. Fortunately, I realised before I attached the disc lock and had no way to undo it. Apparently I left them on my toolbox. I'm not sure why I would have done that. But you know, I'll say I put them somewhere safe and my wife moved them onto the toolbox. Seems like a genuinely reasonable explanation as to why they're not on my pocket right now. The other explanation would be I left them in my top box when I closed it before my ride out on the weekend. Left them in there and they've jiggled loose and they are scattered somewhere in the Forest of Bowland. I do have spares though. I do have spares. Oh, I saw, right, I saw an article, forum trawling on the VFR website about how the gearing should be different on the VFR. Someone was saying like, it's a much better bike, basically if you gear down, so the basically like up at the back or down at the front. So I've been umming and ahhing. What are you still driving? What's wrong, mate? What's wrong? Is it the kids? Are you looking at the kids?
You like
filth,
popsicles?
mate, you filth. Yeah, so I was thinking about it because, right, in 5th gear, VTEC doesn't kick in until about like, I can't remember the exact figure, between 95 to 100s, around that. Or so I've heard. And 6th gear, you're looking at doing 126 plus, allegedly, right? So I'm like, do you know what? I think I just prefer to have VTEC more often. So maybe if I change the gear ratios to make the gear shorter, although like the first is relatively short as it is already, you're looking at 50 miles an hour. Oh bloody hell! It's got a flat cap on. This is going to take 3 bloody years now. No shade thrown at anyone who wears a flat cap or races cafes. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's a relatively quick change. I was watching. I was going to say Goblin Rider, but maybe the Green Goblin. No. Fondle's Goblin? I can't remember the name. Something to do with a goblin. He recently did it. To his triumph. I believe. Idiots. Yeah, and he was... it doesn't make him like a night and day difference. But I don't know whether that messes with the speedo or not. So I need to look into it. It's only like sort of 40-50 quid for the new sprocket. So I might do it when I get a chain as well, do them both at the same time. So the only thing I'm worried about is the fact that it'll turn first gear into like a 125 first gear, where you essentially, what are you? Just pick a fucking, I don't know, just indicate everywhere. Indicate everywhere, put your hazards on, why not? Yeah, where like, you know, you're on a 125, you've changed gear about 3 times before you've even gone around the bend. That may or may not be corners. And first gear, like I said, it's around 55 miles an hour, I think, in first. I mean, it's not as if I'm on a regular basis hitting max possible speed in 6th. If ever at all. It's never happened. So I don't know. It just seems like fun. That's it. I mean, I don't think it'll turn into like a wheelie machine or anything like that. I've never tried. I'm too afraid to drop it. If my front wheel loses traction and raises in the air, I'm going to A&E. That's all I know for a fact that will happen. I will end up in A&E as soon as this wheel leaves the ground. Look at his little happy face. Little happy cherub face. High vis trainers. There's a fascist statement. I wonder if she owns a GS. Oh, bike friend. Is that a cruiser from the stance? Yeah. See, I still need to do my, well, basically get a power commander or something to sort the fuel out on this. I mean, considering that I've got no intention to sell it, then something permanent like a remap isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just don't know. I'd rather go with the cheaper option. Thank you very much. If all possible, cheaper rather than expensive every day of the week. Or I'll just put up with the explosions. It's just when the wind catches you on the, when you stopped at traffic lights and the wind gets you, you realise that, oh, it's quite a lot of unburnt fuel in that exhaust. I'm pissing it away. That's money, that is. There's cash money just flying around. I'll have to get all these mods done before that new anti-tamper law comes into effect. I was reading something today. I mean, I don't know how much like scaremongering this stuff is, these articles. It was saying like how they're trying to make something into law where an OEM, sorry, like aftermarket parts, aftermarket exhausts cannot be any louder than the OEM exhaust. And I like thinking, well, that would just completely kill that market, wouldn't it? Because people don't want massive silent exhausts, so they're not going to go, oh, I'll get rid of my stock exhaust for another exhaust that sounds exactly the same. That's never going to happen. And then have unlike baffles that cannot be removed. Who gave the government this much power? Who was it? Let me at him. I mean, think about it, right? How many electric vehicles are on the road right now? Loads, right? Loads. So a loud exhaust is you're still at a net minus. See what I mean? It's still technically, I don't know how that works. The two quiet exhausts make one medium noise. I don't know how sound works. Just let me have me noisy exhaust, right? I mean, you know what's going to happen is people will just take it to the workshop, get an angle grinder, and then they'll have like a removable baffle inserted. I mean, you've already got those ones where you can flick a switch, like it closes like a little valve or whatever. You'll probably get those, and you'll say, I take this to the track, and I only use the loud exhaust on the track for more performance, and I make it all quiet on the way home. I promise, governor. Stale piss is dreadlocks on duty. Onions and stale piss. She might be. Or is the person I was sat next to all day? Oh my god. No, it must have been the woman I was sat next to all day. Stank. Oh, well, right, okay, so I've got no idea whether it was actually that person or not, but it was coincidentally within time for them, like certain amounts of people to like show up for work. And then I kept getting like wafts of piss. I hope it wasn't like that guy who walks around with his pants down. I've not seen him again. Hopefully he got escorted out the building, never to return. Is that an ambulance or the popo? Oh, it's an ambulance. I can do what you want and do what you want. Fuck them. They probably like it when bikers fuck around in front of them. So, because they go, oh, I'll be seeing you later, or something along those lines. Bet you did. I mean, I bet you do. Come on, idiots. In your Sportage. Not enjoying this bloody wind. Not a chance, mate. Hello. I don't know if that's any good. I look shit. It looks shit already. Are you looking at my cankles? Why are you just... What are you doing? Bloody hell, just look. Go look. Oh look, there's no one coming. La 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 la. I don't know how is that difficult. As you're approaching the junction, look and go, oh look, it is clear. I shall go. Not, oh look, there's a junction. I shall stop. I shall look. I shall go. I mean, that was... I'll put you back. Wash your back. Wash your back for good. It was one of the things I struggled with while I was getting used to the bike controls. I don't know whether anyone else had or has a similar issue. It's when you're approaching a junction, right, and you're looking, and you know that, and you're sort of waiting to see whether it's clear, and you get into like a weird not stopping properly, not going, so you sort of like your feet positions in the wrong place, wrong speed, wrong revs. It wasn't until I sort of get into the mentality of preparing to stop at every junction. So like in my mind, I'm ready to stop, and then I abort the process, as opposed to wanting to carry on but getting ready to stop. I don't it probably, it sounds like that's the same thing, mate. That's the same thing. You're like the Sphinx of Mystery Men.
He who questions training only trains himself at asking questions.
You think it's profound, but it's not. No, but it is, right?
For when you care for what is outside, what is inside cares for you.
It is. Because it bloody worked. So I'm always because I tend to find that as an easier way to do it. Like if I'm always sort of preparing to suddenly go and then slam the anchors on, as opposed to going la 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 la, I'm gonna go and being unprepared for the stop. Right? That is a better way of doing things, I found. I mean, I've not like pulled up to a junction and just like keeled over from indecision. just went off the bike. But there's a couple of times when, you know, you get there, you be in second or something, you want to go, and then a car appears and you're like, oh no, and then you're like in the wrong gear to start. Do you know what I mean? No, I mean, Gavner, you don't know what I mean. You're just humouring me. You're just patronising. I see you're doing it again. He's old, isn't he? He's old. Has he got a flat cap on? I think you get to a certain age, don't you? You buy a flat cap, but you have it sort of peaks facing backwards, and then one day you get up and you realise, oh, now it's peak front. It's peak front from now on. I used to think when I was a kid that you get to a certain age when you suddenly stop wearing like the clothes that you've been wearing for ages, and then you suddenly put on a shirt and tie and trousers. And I started to realise it's actually just them. They've been wearing that their entire lives. It's just a generational thing. So yeah, people born in like the 2000s, you've got that to look forward to. Pensioners in jeggings or whatever, in leggings and hot pants. You think it's funny now because you're all young and stuff, but just wait. Just you wait. Be like jelly in a bin bag, mate. Jelly in a bin bag. Have fun with that visual. Sugar, da 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 da. Honey, honey, da 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 da. You're my candy girl. I'll never be on Stars in Their Eyes.